Hello everyone, and welcome back to Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. So stupid voice. Hey guys. We are back. Hang on, I'm gonna turn myself up a little bit. Let's see, right about there. That'll work. I made the really dumb mistake of, I forgot that, the Wii U gets quiet after it's been sitting around for a little while. And, so I balanced my audio with the Wii U quiet. So I'm a little quieter, on my end at least, because I balanced all this, but I was a little quieter than I wanted to be. I could really hear myself over the noise, which is how I like life. So yeah, we are back on Bryyo. I'm looking to settle in for a nice long run today. I don't know how long. If I have it my way, I'll finish Bryyo today. I'll just go ahead and knock Bryyo out. Maybe even get it started on Skytown. Because I would have continued last time if the game hadn't have freaked out. Well, no, my arm was getting sore. That's right, there was that going on. Oh man. I'm in a very music mood today, and just sinking into this right now, with the volume nice and loud, just feels really, really good. I can't adequately explain how good it feels. I'm trying to scan something.
Seed is protected by an energy shield. You will not be able to reach it with that barrier active.
Okay.
We need more data to determine how the shield can be disabled. You are near the wreckage of a downed Federation vessel. If you can use the satellite uplink on the ship, you may be able to access information concerning the seed. Prepare to receive the ship's coordinates now.
Thank you, honey. Mom. This is Mom. She's like, Mom. So yeah, the hint system talks now. It's basically what I boiled down the order unit to. But you know, well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I'm having all these thoughts, and I'm not really saying any of them out loud, so I'm just, you know, I'm thinking. Anyway, my first thought was it kind of makes more sense for her to be in contact with someone, but at the same time, generally, I'd like to think that she operates so out of range of the Federation and all that stuff that it makes good sense that she doesn't have contact. No, we're not friends. War wasps, basically. So we'll see something you'll notice with, I don't know if you've noticed it yet, but you will notice that, you see me lose my lock on a lot. This was the first game with the free aim system implemented separately. So a lot of the enemies break lock on to make you aim more. And, you know, sometimes, in some places that's good and some it's not. You know, it's annoying, but it makes for, I think it makes for differentiating gameplay, which is always good. Let's go ahead and do that. For some reason, the audio differentiation between, it's like a second between the audio in my headphones is a second behind, and that's how I'm listening to the game. I'm listening through my capture card so that the mic doesn't get audio again. I may have to look into alternatives for that, because it's kind of bothering me a lot today for some reason. But I really don't know what I would do, because finding a way to get the audio separate to the... We're not gonna... I have a really terrible habit about talking about my setup while playing Metroid games. If we're not going to set that status quo for this one, it's not going to continue to be a thing. Oh jeez. I think it's because, in general, this has been... Well, there's... I need to stop. Oh jeez. I need to stop not finishing thoughts. I was gonna say, okay. I'm gonna say in general, this is the series I know the most when I'm playing it for the channel, but... And, well, I mean, it was Fusion. I'd never played Fusion. But then Galaxy, and then other things. Can't even think of half the stuff I've done for this. Well, Dear Esther was a clean run. Don't fall, because that defeats the purpose of what we just did. I need to get my grapple first. I feel like the game can't make up its mind, or the audio can't make up its mind whether it wants to be late or not. What are you? Rescue release note, okay. Nope, okay, we're gonna fall again. I apologize, everyone. I have not played a nice big game like this in a few days. I have been playing a lot of, let's see, where did I start? Well, I started last Friday. I went over to Selby's, and, while I was in Statesboro, I bought Captain Toad. So, Friday and Saturday I played a lot of Captain Toad. I also ordered A Link Between Worlds for 3DS. That got here Saturday. I played a lot of Link Between Worlds over the weekend. And while I was at Selby's, she let me borrow Super Mario 3D Land for the Wii U. 3D World, excuse me. Okay. I love Nintendo. They are some of, you know, they make games. And they make gaming consoles without calling them entertainment. You know, I mean, they're not basically social media devices like everything else these days, specifically the Xbox One, but we're not going to get on that soapbox because I'm kind of just writing Vinnies at this point. And Yahtzees. But, they need to take a long, hard look at their life in the sense of naming things. Nintendo is terrible at naming things lately. The whole stupid new 3DS. Like, I could talk for days about how stupid of a decision naming a console new Wii U, new 3DS, new Super Mario Brothers. 3D Land and 3D World are two completely different games on completely different systems, but I don't know what you're doing, Nintendo. I love you, but you gotta get your game act together on naming things. Why do they call it the new 3DS? I mean, I get it. A lot of moms are gonna go to the store and they're gonna go, "Hey, do you have that new 3DS?" It's really stupid. Especially, you know, it's fine if the new 3DS was like purely a technological upgrade and like not necessarily just like if it was like if the difference between the 3DS and the new 3DS was just, you know, like the difference between the 3DS and the XL, where they're the same thing but one is bigger, fine. But when you have like there are going to be games that only work on the new 3DS, you just created like a nightmare. Same goes for the Wii U was a much better example. It's one letter difference between two vastly different consoles. Wow, this room has been a lot more of a pain than it should have been. It's probably completely because of my not really paying attention to Metroid. Anyway, 3D World is great. I love it. You know, I wish it was a little more... I miss, like, Sunshine and 64 and Galaxy. Although, 3D World's basically laid out what Galaxy 2 was. But I'm not sure how I feel about that. I mean, they paid a lot... there's that little bit of an overworld going on, and it's nice. But I miss, like, Delfino Plaza and Peach's Castle. And the Observatory, although the Observatory was getting a little, skimpy. But it made sense, you know, it's a space station, you're in space now, it's supposed to not feel gigantic. Whereas 3D World is just... I don't know. sorry. Oops. Z cord. Hit the mic. That's not good. Have to be more careful about that. Yeah, that's going to cause problems, but there's really nothing I can do about it right now. If you hear thunks, ignore them. They are my nunchuck cord hitting the microphone because of where it is sitting for this. I intend to look into a mic stand at some point. I have not got around to that yet, mainly because I'm stripped right now. Just because of reasons. Money happens. Money problems happen. But you know, at some point I'll probably grab a mic stand. You know what? That'll work. I don't know why I didn't just immediately think of that. It's like, yeah, just pull the cord tighter, closer to the microphone. That'll fix your problems. No, that's stupid. Oh yeah. I won't flip through these. I really wish these were first playthroughs for me. I heard Vinny say something the other day, and it's something that I agree with. Probably give my left leg to re-experience some of my favorite games for the first time again. Just get that pure experience for the first time where the world is still foreign to you. Because there's so much background lore in the Prime games, and that's what makes me love them so much. In fact, I actually get to be excited because of this release, because a friend of mine from Scotland, we were talking the other day, and she loves the Prime, she loves first Prime because it's the only one she'd ever played. As far as I know, she might have played Corruption, I don't know. She'd never played 2 before, and 2's my favorite of the series. So like, you know, I'm getting to kind of re-experience it a little through her. And that's really cool. I love doing that. I think that's why people try so hard to make other people enjoy what they enjoy, so they can relive some of their first time playing things. And you know, it's like the same goes with TV shows, and you know, just all kinds of stuff like that. Parents with their children, and they're living their life. No, I'm sorry. I'm stopping. Second time in a row I found a thing by thinking I was going the way I was supposed to go, because I just forgot about that. Actually, if you wanted to bad enough, you could probably manage to use hyper mode without dying consistently, but it's certainly impossible to do a no damage run. He just clap his own hands. I've always been in the school of thought that I would really like a third arm, and maybe even a fourth arm, but I don't think I'd know what to do with it. Like, I have a hard enough time keeping my hands occupied as is. Can you imagine how socially awkward forearms would be? The missiles are being very touchy right now, which is probably because my batteries are about dead. Anyway, I've been playing a lot of 3D World, and I really, really love it. I know I'm way behind on that. That came out like the end of 2013. But and I've played it before, but I've never owned it, and I still don't own it. But I have it at my it's been at my house for an extended period of time where I could sit and enjoy it. So it was that. And then I've also been playing Captain Toad. Well, granted, I spent like I spent a good bit of time Friday playing Captain Toad, because I went to Statesboro, then came home, and then I went back to Selby's. So I played Captain Toad before I went to Selby's, and then I played it a little bit when I got back. But a lot of Saturday, I woke up around the time the mail came, and Link Between Worlds was in the mail, so I've spent a good chunk of Saturday glued to my 3DS. I've actually already finished the game. I won't say completed. I got all the heart pieces, and I got all the Maya Mines. So I upgraded all my things that I'm aware of. There's probably like I think there was maybe, you know, one of the side rupee dungeons that I left that I think I forgot. I may have gotten it. I can't remember. I've started a second playthrough, and I've gotten to the place, you know, before I could actually get into it, and I can't remember the place enough to remember if I did it. I think I probably did though. And I only cheated a little bit. I only looked up one Maya. I know, I try not to do that with games, but I usually end up doing it anyway, especially when it comes to like completing a Zelda game. I take that back. I looked up the very last heart piece too, because and I felt really bad on that one because it was just in a dungeon I hadn't done yet, and after an hour of scouring the planet, I looked it up afterwards. My miss was really stupid though. It was just like under a rock somewhere that I thought I'd already done. But I mean, like, I wasn't looking at a walkthrough all the way through, so whatever. I had listened to Vinny stream it already though. By that I mean, I threw it up on the second monitor and then was playing something while I was watching it. What was I playing last week? God, what was I playing last week? I did some Hyrule Warriors. What did I do last week? I don't even remember. Oh, I was playing some Minish Cap, that's what I was doing. Because I started the first stream and it made me really want to play Minish Cap again. So I was doing some of that. And I was emulating it, but I was emulating it because I let a friend of mine borrow the good SP. I broke mine because I was a very stupid child. I broke it playing the Game Boy version of Mario Brothers 3. I got mad at it. I was sitting down and I got mad at it and I accidentally. I meant to slam it, but I did not mean to slam it on my knee and bust the LCD screen. So, and then like a few years later, or like the next Christmas, my sister got a Advance SP, so she got the good one. She played with it for like 2 months, and then she didn't want it anymore. And by then, I think I'd gotten I think it was the year I got my DS. So, I mean, I didn't just jack it from her, because I had the DS, the original DS, which another friend of mine has. I like sharing my experiences to the point where I will let other people take some of my things. You know, it's like, this is how bad I want you to know how good this is. That's an ice missile door. Matter of fact, once I downloaded this version of Trilogy, I let somebody borrow the CD, this CD, so that they could play it, because they tried the original Prime and couldn't get their head around it, which I could sympathize with, but now that the controls are better, this is something I really wish everyone could experience. And if you missed the first week where it was $10 for 3 Metroid Prime games, which, I mean, now it's still only $20, and it's $20 for 3 full games. The first 2 kind of remastered and with better controls than they originally were. Plus, you get the, originally, I believe, the fusion suit stuff for the first Prime, you had to hook up the Game Boy to. I can't remember about that. I know that it was in the original, but I can't remember how you unlocked it. Where now it's just with things like with credits, so that's more available. The lore in the first one is redone too. I think the PAL version came out about. Retro had a little more time with it, or I can't remember the exact story, but there was a more polished version of like the Chozo lore and stuff in the first Prime in the PAL version that was not in the NTSC version. Like basically what it boiled down to is they just kind of made it more vague, which fits, but you know, Chozo and their liking to be mysterious. Same thing happened with Corruption, actually. Some of the lores were polished up, and you know, that one dam was removed because reasons. Which it was forced and dumb to begin with. Yeah, the noise for landing happens about half a second after I think it should, and I keep thinking someone's knocking on my door. Never gonna scan those freaking shriek bats, am I? Oh, okay. Bye, guys. Weird, it feels like it's doing it more in some places than others, and no, I can't get in there yet. Yeah, it really does feel like it's worse in some places. Yeah, they're immune to missiles. They don't like my charge cannon. Okay. That's it. Oh, wow, the rebounded missile actually hit the first one. Just a little bit of mildly unnecessary motion controls. Mechanic is great. How you work the mechanic is weird. It does feel a bit more natural. You know, physical levers here and there. Pulling things into place. Makes the world feel more, well, organic. I was going to say organic, and I guess I did say organic, but organic made me feel pretentious for some reason. The most complicated map station Samus has ever interacted with. Lady gonna talk to me now? Let's see, I think I need... Not the door I wanted to open anyway. Which is good because it was loading. Yep, the ice missiles were there. Really now?
They must be supplying power to the siege shield.
Oh, hey. Rundus. I don't know if I've noticed that before, because I'm always going so doggone fast.
We are uploading the location of each energy signature and nearby landing sites.
I've already gotten those, though. Alright, show me the map. I think that's where I need to go first. Let's see. I'm trying to remember now. Good old double bomb jump. Okay. No, these are a little different. Okay. I like how you've just got that little bit of yellow sheen, so if you don't want to take the time to scan something, you can tell that something's grappleable. Susceptible to grapple. You can grapple it. I'll find words that work. Just by the yellow sheen. But you know, then after you scan, you get the symbol. You know what? Screw you, bud. Goodbye. I missed that. Dang it! Go away. I'm so good at this. Nope. I got a super missile. Please go away. Okay. I actually really like... Why didn't you do that? Please scan what I'm telling you to scan. No balls, I lost track of which one I was shooting at. Whatever. It'll die eventually. I like how a fully charged charge shot actually does more damage than a missile. Oh, one's dead. I don't want to. I don't need to. It's almost dead. Oh god, there's another one. Fine. There, are you happy, game? I like the look of the energy pickups now. Alright, fine. I won't look at things. Game. Bryyo sack. I want to know how those work. Because that's some cool architecture. It reminds me of a Sonic CD. The egg moon or whatever it was called. Can I get on my ship? Yes I can. I don't know if I've ever tried this before. Getting on... I'm sure I have. Anyway, that's enough skyline and scratching my eye. I actually really like the gunmetal blue type coloring of the PED suit and the hexagonal design. Again, with unnecessarily large words. That was a weird noise. It's extremely windy today. And thankfully it hasn't been the problem I thought it was going to be, because there's not that much quiet time. Yeah, we're going to need... Go Bryyo fire first, because I'm going to have to get something to get deeper into here. To get ship upgrade. To get into... yeah. Okay. Fire first.